We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Duke national champion. Hasn't paid for a meal in Durham, North Carolina since 2002. It's Jay Williams.
Nor do I plan on paying for a meal anytime soon, my man. But you know what? Free food out here for these guys on the court tonight. They're ready to eat. Let's check out the action.
Jay, I have the tab the next time. Let's do this. The Houston Rockets control the opening tip to Faried. From long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it.
Coming right back to you.
Second and 3 is good. Almost settles for a 2-0-3 trip. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 2. To Adetokunbo. Middleton to Lopez. Jumper's good.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Harden. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Giannis with it up top. Down just a couple. To Matthews. From the outside, no good. Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. No good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Missed his first. That one goes. Harden has it up the floor. Beyond the arc for 3. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, baby.
Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. To Capella. Giannis Adetokunbo snatching it out of the air. Harden. Now a steal by Milwaukee. To Bledsoe. Clint Capella rejects it. And this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Bledsoe. To Adetokunbo. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Antetokounmpo to Matthews. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Capella. And look out. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Shot from the lane won't go. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away. No good and no foul. Bledsoe with it up top. It's 12 to 10. To Antetokounmpo. Tons of contact. Throws it down.
It's a problem in this league when people are dunking the ball like a tennis ball. That's how quick the ball went through the net.
From the painted area, won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
And the reward are a couple of shots at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Houston with the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Antetokounmpo. Rejected.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook with the basketball. They're down 3. Picked up by the Bucks. Gasol to Antetokounmpo. And scores. Strong take.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Westbrook. To P.J. Tucker. Westbrook. Fires the 3. Knocks down the first. It's the second. One more coming. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads a bucket. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now 4 for 6.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle, oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Antetokounmpo, open look, and 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way. Nothing going here on that drive. Straight on 3, at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Bucks with the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential. with the basketball. Down 8. Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Clint Capella sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Kenneth Faried, huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Brook Lopez able to recover with the block. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Clint Capella trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 48% free throw shooter. Can convert the free throw. Hill into the front court. Down 3. To Bledsoe. Kenneth Faried with a piece. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Faried. Middleton. Hill. Won't go down. Westbrook across the timeline. Up by 3. And James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Bledsoe to Middleton. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Whoa, Chris Middleton. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Westbrook has a chance. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Middleton to Bledsoe. Clint Capella pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Hill across the timeline. Down 4. To Middleton. Screen coming. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Hill into the front court. Final minute, first half. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Houston takes over. To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. George Hill. Great pass to set it up. Eric Bledsoe. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Westbrook. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Footer at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Rockets with the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Rockets have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Bucks are still very much in this matchup. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Steals.
The story of this game so far has been the lack of ball security. Neither team can hold on to the ball. And unfortunately, it made the first half kind of tough to watch.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us. And see you again after the game.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me. Mouse in the house.
From the outside, no good. Clint Capella swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Giannis Antetokounmpo tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And a chance coming up at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. To Harden. Shot from in close, no good. Throws it up. Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. He gets it.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Down the lane to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo. Short jumper off the mark. To Matthews. Shot from the lane won't go. To Harden. Middleton to Adetokunbo. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Finish that.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Bledsoe to Lopez. Nothing going here on that drive. And he finishes at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
4-3. No good. Short jumper won't go down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Milwaukee with the basketball. To George Hill. Screen coming. Hill. George Hill.
We know what's coming.
Substitutions, Houston.
Harden into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Bucks have the rebound. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Giannis for 2. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Harden knocks it down from mid-range.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find the two-point shot relevant these days.
Chris Middleton with the slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Harden in possession. Lead stands at 7. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Brook Lopez. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Eric Bledsoe snatching it out of the air. Giannis with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. Stuffs it down with authority.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Middleton. And that's rebounded by Houston. That stops the clock with 11 seconds to go as they apply the intentional foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one goes down.
Right back to you.
Two for 2 on that trip. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. They'll need a quick shot, and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Middleton. That won't go. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Bucks finished on the losing end of a close score. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
What's up, world? It's Jesse the Laser, and the Ones team has been going off in the NBA. Let's go see what's happening. The Ones win streak continues in the NBA. I'm loving it. The One has been on fire lately. He continues the win streak. They can't be stopped. The win streak continues for the One. If you guys want to see more content from him, you can come check out my channel, and peace.
It is NBA action on... The opening tip won by the Timberwolves as we get rolling from Target Center. T to Towns. Knocked loose. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. It'll stay with the T-Wolves. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Faried. Bell to Wiggins. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Houston takes over. Russell Westbrook against Jordan Bell. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. To Fareed. Harden. His first effort off the mark. Whoa, gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Harden. James Harden missed his first. That one goes. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by position.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Whoa, what a finish.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
To Teague. To Towns. Down low. No good. Defense catching a break there. Westbrook. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. It's Minnesota basketball. T. To Wiggins. And a chance coming up at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Westbrook into the front court. They're down 3. Here comes the screen. Russell Westbrook against Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell with the block. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. That'll get...
Hey, lock up.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
T, defended by Tucker. Jeff T, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
A little early in the game, but someone's got to be feeling pretty good out there.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Bayless into the front court. Up 5. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Sets him up. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Westbrook. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Almost unlucky bounce.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Westbrook. And the finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Teague against Tucker. That's no good. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Teague. Nothing going here on that drive. Teague. And the rebound by Nene. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Calls out of... Russ at the controls. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Bayless into the front court. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Westbrook. And he'll head to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. They get it down for Towns. Oh, he's denied.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Can't connect from in close.
Hold on. Hey, switch, I got it.
To Rivers. Westbrook. Cashes in for 2. Trying to cash in. It's Capella who clears the rebound. To Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
To Covington. nothing going here on that drive. Towns. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Fareed. Austin Rivers. Now pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
The offense a little too quick on that one. Russ at the controls. To Capella. It's a big finish. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Deep right corner. Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. Rivers to bring it into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. And count the basket inside.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good. At the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. Time expires to end the first half. The Rockets way out in front.
The Rockets didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Timberwolves did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Harden in possession. His team leads it by 10. Here comes the screen. Not going down for him this time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And scores.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Wiggins, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
To Wiggins. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Gets to the basket and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
T-Wolves with the basketball. T to Towns. Jeff T. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Harden to Westbrook. Beyond the arc for 3. Westbrook bothered just enough on that one. T. From the outside, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Wiggins. Towns. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. T against Westbrook. Jeff T. 4 out of 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Westbrook. Oh, he blocked it. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Pass to the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Vonleh here against P.J. Tucker. Shot from in close, no good. Minnesota at the control. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Napier with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Towns. Nothing going here on that drive. Towns works it to Covington. Lets it fly from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To P.J. Tucker. And he scores. They took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Towns with the look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Now whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Calls out a...
We know what's coming.
T picked up by Westbrook. Rockets have the ball. That one's going to be out of bounds. T against the former MVP. To Covington, down low Towns. Knocked loose. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. It'll stay with Minnesota. T. Clint Capella tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Karl Anthony Towns, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Missed it.
Oh! Out there looking like the Dikembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. Rockets in control of the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Wiggins sizing up Eric Gordon. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. To Wiggins. Jeff T. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Westbrook. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
No. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Timberwolves have the basketball. Bell to Wiggins. Try to cash in. Yes. It drops. Little drama on that one.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. Now 4 for 9.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Add 2 points to the board.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Towns. Clint Capella rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Karl Anthony Towns swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Now whistle. Intentional foul comes with 24 seconds left in the game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. To Covington. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Can't connect. Oh, a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Deep three at the buzzer, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. He hits all three free throws. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. It's a victory for the Timberwolves as they win this one.